I'm Brennan Batson, and my farewell speech, I'm just going to give a little talk about don't take things for granted. So my entire high school career, I always thought I was going to go for football into college. I was always going to get the full ride to the D1 school I wanted to go to. And my freshman year was really looking up. I mean, I talked to a few D1 schools. They told me I was on their watch lists. But going into my sophomore year, I had my first shoulder surgery, and that really slowed things down for me. Schools continued to come in. Around my sophomore year, I talked to around 20 Division I schools. They all told me they were still keeping an eye on me. Then going into my junior year, I had my second shoulder surgery, and that really set me back far. I mean, I had schools, Youngstown come in, Bucknell, Columbia, all told me I would have an offer from them if I wouldn't have gone hurt. So that was always a downfall for me, something that I always had to overcome. Then senior year, a bunch of schools came in and told me, simply have a healthy season. Healthy season is what you need, and you'll have an offer. You'll have a full ride from us, you'll be able to come down here, play. You'll see maybe starting time as a freshman. So that was a big deal for me. I didn't have a healthy season yet again. Broke my back this year, and that really shut the door on me for a lot of schools. Miami University, Purdue, Pitt, Youngstown, Bucknell, Columbia, Yale, a bunch of big D1 schools or Ivy Leagues that I was talking to, all shut the door on me, and that really knocked me down a few notches. So I started back down at the bottom. I was back down talking to Division III schools, which nothing wrong with that. It was just hard for me to really comprehend and hard for me to really talk to them about anything. They'd all come in and tell me I was going to start as a freshman, but that really didn't mean anything to me because they weren't up to what I thought I was going to do with my life. So things continued on, and not many people know this, but I actually received a full ride for track my sophomore year from some Jerusalem college. My sophomore year, I was like, well, I don't want to go for track and field. What the hell? That's not my sport. So I just threw it away. It's sitting somewhere in my room. I don't know where. It's just laying on the floor somewhere. I received letters from Yale for track and field, different Ivy League schools, other Division II schools for track and field, but every track and field letter I got, I just threw to the side. And really, if I would have pursued that, who knows, maybe I wouldn't be in this situation right now with having to sit down, and I wouldn't have had such a hard find for the college I'm going to today. So just don't take that for granted. And your body too. I wake up every day and I feel like a 60-year-old. I got arthritis in my back and arthritis in my shoulder, and trust me, it's not fun. I wake up and some days I can barely even sit up. It's rough, but there's not much I can do for that except just keep moving on. You just gotta always look to stuff and don't take what you have for granted, because I took for granted my body and my football career. Every injury, if I would have been playing it smarter and smarter and been taking the options that came in instead of shutting the door, schools would come in and talk to me and I tell them I wasn't interested if it wasn't where I thought I would end up. Letters would come in and I would just turn them away. Or I'd send them a mail back and tell them, you're not the school for me, sorry, I have other ones to go to. So I shut the door for myself on a few of those. Then track and field now, really that may be my ticket to earn a decent amount of money into college. So that's what I'm going for now, but really I could have already been to a college if I wanted to for track and field. Next, just don't take your family for granted either. My family's always there for me. They're always there, they're supporting you 100% of the way. Really, I thought I almost gave up on everything. I almost gave up on football, on all sports, and after I broke my back, because that was really the point I realized. I got calls from colleges or emails telling me that, look, due to your recent injury, you're no longer on our watch list. You can come on as a walk-on if you can walk again. So really, my doctors told me I'd be lucky if I walked. It may be different for me. I should never play a contact sport again. I may need surgery on my back. My life could be totally different than what it is right now. But without my family there and my loved ones, I probably wouldn't be standing up here today talking about this, because they really helped me get through it and helped me realize really that I'm going to walk off the field on my own terms. So even with this back injury and everything, I'm going to continue to play football, maybe do track and field in college, but my doctors called me an idiot for it. But that's nothing new. They've been calling me an idiot my entire life based off my injuries. So that's not a new fight for me. But just really the biggest thing, and it sounds so cliche, don't take things for granted. Because, I mean, I shut so many doors for myself going into my senior year, going into college. And if I wouldn't have done that, who knows where I would be right now. So just keep moving forward and keep all your options open. Thank you.